That's Sir Duke from Stevie Wonder. Well, it's not the whole song, it's the cool part in the middle, the horn and bass riff, which is now an ukulele riff, and here's how you play it. By the way, there are tabs down there, so go get them, and there's some play-along audio at varying speeds, slow to fast, so you can practice it slowly to get the hang of it and understand what's going on. Gradually speed up, and then play it at Stevie's speed. There's a lot of funky stuff in this song. It's syncopated, it's slightly off the beat, so the tabs are written pretty much in straight time, but give it some groove, give it some feel, bounce it around a little bit and feel it. Starting with your thumb on the C string, open, going down. And then you can stop that note with your thumb by muting it, and then touch the string to stop it. It's not, it's bump. Make it sharp, make it staccato by hitting the note, and then bringing your thumb right back onto the string to stop it quickly. So it's not this, where it rings. It stops suddenly like this. You do that by touching it with your thumb after you pluck it. The first little section goes like this. And that's a lot of up and down, like I said, with these two fingers, down with the thumb, and then really quickly in succession, the same note down with your thumb, and then the next string, the E string, up with your index finger. So it's bump, bump, down, up. And you can practice that move by just doing this. So it's this. And then another really quick note back down to the C string fret number 2, this note. So that little bit at the beginning is this. Real quick, thumb, index, thumb, quickly in succession. And then the same kind of thing, but you're going to skip a string and go from the C string to the A string. Follow the tabs if you want to know the specific notes, but what I'm showing you here is the fact that it's an alternating thumb and index, da-da, 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 real quick. And then you go down to the bass string, same kind of thing. Look at the tabs, you'll see which notes to play. It's on the 2nd fret. And that is like this. Those 3 consecutive notes, with the thumb down on the C string, start with the 2nd fret and use 3 fingers in a row. Pointer, middle, and ring in a row. And you're plucking each one of those notes down with your thumb. So you got to practice getting your thumb going tat 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 tat. And then after those 3 notes with your thumb, you move very quickly up to fret 3 on the E string, using your index finger, then use your ring finger to go up to fret 5 on the same string. And you're barring the fret number 3, 2 high strings, E and the A strings, with the index finger, because the notes are this. So you might as well bar it because you're going to have your finger in position that way. So let me do that slowly. And then the slickest little move, you've already got your index finger on fret 3 on the high string. Leave it there. Use your ring finger. Put your ring finger on fret 5 of the high string. And slide it up, the same finger. The ring finger plays all 3 of those notes, and each of those notes is plucked up with the index finger. That's a little bit tricky, but with practice, like anything else, you practice it enough, you'll get it. So that whole section, once again, slowly. Now that time I used my ring and pinky and slid my pinky up. You could do it that way too. But don't take this hand off and try and play with these fingers, because then when you take that finger off, the string goes quiet. You do it that way, and then you get the resonance. It depends on how strong your pinky and ring finger are, but if you find that your pinky is too weak to do it, then that's even more reason to do it with your pinky to build up the strength in your pinky. Here's everything we've done so far, slowly. And then we do something a little easier. You can use these 2 fingers, ring and middle. They're not quite double stops. You are playing 1 note at a time, but it's the left hand positioning or fretting hand positioning of a double stop. But you play the strings 1 at a time. So that's the same position, just move down 2 frets. And you'll notice I slid up the very first note of that little section from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. gives it a little more flair. And then your middle finger is on fret 2 already, so just keep it there and slide it up to the 4th fret of that same string. And that stuff is all played with this middle finger, which is a really good exercise for dexterity because you're changing strings, you're changing frets, you're doing all kinds of stuff, but only with one fretting hand finger. You don't probably do that too often, so now you do. Then you go way up higher on the neck to the 7th fret, and you do a whole nother section that's kind of cool. That's how it goes, slowly. I'm using this finger as a bar on fret 5 on the 2 high strings, the E and the A. I'm not necessarily playing a bar chord, but I'm putting it in that position because considering the notes that I'm playing, this makes it easier. See, that whole bit is using this there because I'm playing the 5th fret of both strings. So you can see the notes specifically in the tab, but I'll play it first slowly. And you'll notice, again, I slid up to the first note. Then, that finger is on the 5th fret of the E string. Leave it there and slide it down to the 3rd fret, because when you do it this way, it's a lot easier. Slide it down, but don't play the slide. Don't go, just slide it down without plucking it. Because the next 2 notes are right there. 2 notes of a C chord. So let me just get to that part. And once again, you play all those lower notes with just the middle finger only. And the final bit is down here at the bottom of the neck. So that's played with the middle finger. So you get to that note, then you're using your ring finger because it's in a G chord position. Now you notice I'm using my pinky there because that way I can leave the resonance of this note and I get both notes ringing together. But you don't need to do that. If you want to be more like the horn and bass thing, which doesn't do that, you would mute that string and then take that finger off real quickly. Play those last few notes staccato. It more emulates a trumpet, but this is an ukulele and I'm sort of modifying just a hair to give it more of an ukulele vibe. And then you end with a G chord. So there it is, the whole thing. Now I'll play the entire thing slowly. There you go, Stevie Wonder, Sir Duke, the cool middle section. If you can do this, I'd love to see it. Post a video down below, and also if you've got other songs you want to hear, leave a comment at the bottom of this video and tell me what else you'd like me to teach, and I will do it! Probably.